You walk into your first IEP meeting, take your seat, and someone hands you a thick, dense booklet. This document lists the specific federal rules that govern every person in this room and every decision they make for your child. Instead of reading all that legal jargon right now, this animation shows that block of text distilling into the 5 specific rights you actually need to speak out loud. Knowing these 5 rules ensures your input has the same legal weight as the school staff when it's time to decide on services. First is the right to participate. This gives you full standing to speak, ask questions, and decide on goals alongside the teachers. Under federal law, the school cannot properly finalize an IEP without your active presence and input. Second is the right to consent. The school must have your informed, written permission before they can conduct an evaluation or start any new special education services. That signature is not a permanent contract. You can change your mind and withdraw that consent at a later date. Your written agreement is the mandatory gatekeeper. No initial services can start until you say yes. Third is prior written notice. You can think of this as your official receipt for every request you make. This flowchart shows the rule. If the school proposes or refuses a change, they owe you a written explanation before it takes effect. Hear a no? Request it in writing. This forces the school to document their reasoning. Prior written notice ensures that every decision is formally justified on the record, so your concerns cannot be brushed off verbally. Fourth is the right to disagree. If you and the school cannot reach an agreement, the process doesn't just stop. You can request an independent educational evaluation, which is a second opinion from an outside professional, often paid for by the school. This logic tree shows your next steps. You can file a state complaint to investigate a rule violation, or request mediation, which is like having a neutral coach help both sides find a middle ground. You even have the right to due process, a formal legal hearing where a judge makes the final call. Disagreement is a trigger for these review pathways, which are designed to ensure the student's needs are met. Fifth is the right to your child's education records. You can see every file the school keeps. You can ask to fix errors in the data, and you should always be packing up your own copies of these records to bring to every meeting. Having total access to the files ensures you are looking at the exact same facts and data as the rest of the team. Whether you sign the paperwork today or take it home to review, these 5 rights are your starting line for a successful school year. These are the national baselines, but your individual state might add even more protections or set shorter deadlines for the school to respond. You can find your state-specific rules at parentcenterhub.org. For help with the questions that come up between meetings, Stella is available 24/7. Understanding these 5 legal rights changes the dynamic of the IEP table, putting you in the driver's seat for your child's journey.